best.
WFMU.
The 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 best.
WFMU.
There's some suddenly music in. Suddenly.
Gosh, Crash. You think we'll ever get Acapulco, Crash? Huh? Hey, Crash.
I really don't know, Jimmy. Kind of seems as if we'll never make it, but bend over, boy.
Hey, everybody. Hey, this is the best show on WFMU. Here, each and every Tuesday night from 8 until 11. My name is Tom Scharpling, here with you as your host on the best show on WFMU. The microphone for a second popped off its handle, and I felt like I was on stage holding a mic. But I am not on stage. I am here at WFMU providing the best show on WFMU for you. The phone number 201-200-9368. Email Toms, Toms, at WFMU.org. The show used to be 120 minutes of mirth, music, and mayhem. Consider this first hour to be the pregame show for the original 9 to 11 best show on WFMU. Let's keep the music going, though. I'll talk about what we played after we hear something from the Seeds. This is the best show on WFMU. My name is Tom Scharpling, and the phone number, 201-200-9368. If you're new to the program, if you're someone who used to listen to the Thunk Tank in this spot, hosted by Bronwyn, Bronwyn has now moved to Sunday nights. I now own this time slot. I have annexed it. In addition to my usual 9 to 11 spot, I now own the 8 to 9 spot, slowly expanding down the schedule. I'm eyeing small changes spot or the antique phonograph hour right now. I'm not sure what to do, but nonetheless, this program will remain on Tuesday nights from 8 until 11 from this moment onward. And my name is Tom Scharpling. Once again, the email email is live all night. Tom S, TOMS at WFMU.org. Your emails will show up right in front of my eyes as we speak. And the phone number, 201-200-9368. Open Phone Tuesday is something we have done on the program in the past and something we will continue to do. Let me back announce the music that we heard. Something from Crime, San Francisco's first and only rock and roll band, as they called themselves. From the San Francisco's Doomed compact disc, we heard the song called San Francisco's Doomed, which would be the title track of the San Francisco's Doomed CD. On the Solar Lodge label. Before that, The Clinic, a band who have taken from Crime. In fact, there's a picture in the fancy collage within this CD, Internal Wrangler. There's a collage of all their heroes and whatnot. There is a picture of a member of Crime buried in the collage. The song Internal Wrangler, taken from the album of the same name, the album being entitled Internal Wrangler. And from the Internal Wrangler album, we heard the song, which would be known as the title track of the Internal Wrangler record, a song called Internal Wrangler. The Seeds, from their self-titled album, Evil Hoodoo. How awesome is that? There's no getting in the way of that. And before that, Oneida. From 1999, the Enemy Hogs album, we heard Guest for Two on the Jaguar record label. Many people call Oneida New York City's best band, and I would tend to agree. Medeski, Martin, and Wood checking in from their LP, The Dropper. We heard Bone Digger. Nice little, hey, an instrumental from Medeski, Martin, and Wood. There's a shocker. And starting us off, the Holy Modal Rounders from their Indian War Whoop album, or War Whoop. It depends what side of the country you're from. I think the Rockies, people on the left of the Rockies call it a war whoop. People to the east of the Rockies refer to it as a war whoop. Anyway, from the album Indian War Whoop, we heard the song Indian War Whoop. Again, that would be known as the title track to the Indian War Whoop record. Now, people, I've gotten emails from people, and they've wondered where has the best show on WFMU gone? Why was my attendance record so spotty over the past I don't know, I guess the past month? But you know, I had some I had a bad cold there, which knocked me out for a few weeks. There was the whole Jones-a-thon, which threw me off. I thought he would still be on the air last week. By all impressions, I thought he would keep. I thought he might be on the air this week still. But nonetheless, I meant to say nevertheless, I am back in my time slot, which has now expanded from 9 to 11 until 8 to 11 now. Now we have an extra hour. Consider the first hour to be a pregame, a warm-up. 9 to 11 is still the best show on WFMU proper. From 8 to 9, it is the best show on WFMU pregame show. I want to thank Rich for filling in last week. He was kind enough to step in and help me out in a jam. I appreciate that, and the quality level will return to this program. I know I've gotten emails. People want to know, why is the show in the toilet, basically. Well, that ends now. In fact, from this point on, the show will only get better. I will take this program to a new level. New guests, new exciting features. You know why? Because I'm excited because it's the summer. The summer is in the air. Can you feel it? It's on the way. Is summer here, actually? Is it officially here? Let's see, the phones already lighting up. People like the idea of summer. WFMU, you're on the air.
Hello, Tom.
Yes.
Tom, this is the Creature.
Who is this?
The Creature.
The Creature.
Surely you haven't forgotten me.
Oh, you are from the band POUT.
I still am in the band POUT.
Okay, well, hello, Creature. I guess this is a pleasant surprise to get.
Listen, can you hear me okay?
I can. If you could speak up a tiny bit, that would be appreciated.
It is done. I'm actually calling from our corporate jet.
From what? POUT has a corporate jet?
The POUT Silver Eagle.
The Silver Eagle. Wow, that's pretty impressive.
Oh, it's stocked full of luscious stewardesses.
Wow. So you POUT you guys were kind of primed to make a real splash. Now, for anybody who is unfamiliar with POUT, I guess you guys are a rock band that
We are the rock band.
Okay, you're the rock band, and you have a flamboyant show. And
that is true.
And you are.
We are the reigning kings of rock and roll.
Okay, well, they are the reigning kings of rock. That is their words, the reigning kings of rock and roll.
I believe I've heard you say that at one point also.
I don't think I ever called you guys the reigning kings of rock and roll.
Well, I think I read that somewhere. You do write for Rolling Stone, don't you?
No, I actually don't write for Rolling Stone.
Well, I thought I saw your name in there once, hailing us as the saviors of modern rock and roll.
No, that was not me.
Well, listen, Tom.
Okay.
I have a little bone to pick with you.
Go ahead.
It seems that your station, WFMU, recently had on my nemesis,
Who might be your nemesis?
I think you know who I speak of, Gene Simmons of KISS.
Gene Simmons of KISS.
Yes.
He's your nemesis?
Gene Simmons has basically appropriated the creature's whole look and or persona.
And or persona.
Yes.
I would see that's I thought you would be you would consider KISS to be like an influence.
Oh well, yes. Musically, both bands play hard rock, but you know, POUT has been doing the super rock show, the painted faces, the characters for eons, and KISS donned their makeup in the mid-90s.
KISS put their makeup. I guess they redonned their makeup. They had been wearing their makeup going back to the early 70s, though. I mean, they had taken their makeup off in the 80s.
Well, that's when they started.
Started what?
They started playing in the 80s.
They started playing in the 70s. I mean,
they certainly did not.
Well, they certainly did. I mean, that was their prime era. I mean, most people wish they would have stopped playing in the 70s.
Wait, we're talking about early KISS, like Lick It Up.
No, early KISS I would consider something like early KISS would be like Rock and Roll All Night, or like Cold Gin.
I don't know those songs, but Tom, let me just say right now that you need to get off Angel Dust.
Oh, I'm not on Angel Dust, but I find it shocking that you have you are not familiar with the band KISS's prime body of work.
All I know is that if I have one more time someone come up to me at a POUT concert and say, "You're just like Gene Simmons," I may just have to decapitate somebody. So I'm going on record right now saying that I challenge Gene Simmons to a bass-off.
A what?
A bass-off. The bassist who plays the hottest...
A bait-off? What is that?
B-A-S-S.
A bass-off, okay. And what is a bass-off?
The person who plays the hottest bass licks wins. The person who loses has to unmask on a pay-per-view event.
I mean, that's he has unmasked before, plenty of times. I mean, I don't understand how that would be such a huge stinging blow for him to have to take off his makeup. I saw him on a TV show. The Ben Stein has this interview program on cable.
Yes, I think I'm going to be on that soon.
Well, I saw Gene Simmons on it a few months ago, and he was not wearing his makeup. I don't think he has any problem unmasking.
Well, you listen to me, Tom. I think you need first to get off the dope. Secondly, I'm
not on dope.
I think you need to shut off the boob tube, because that seems to be where all your references come from. And third, I think you need to put in a little POUT CD right now.
Well, why don't I have my hey, Danny, can you get a POUT CD from the library? I'm going to have my guy go pull the, you had sent us a record, I guess, back. I interviewed you back in, like, October, I think.
I vaguely remember that. It's just a juggernaut of press that we do. So each day I do, like, probably 100 interviews.
Okay, thanks. He just, what,
Well, I also wanted to call because I wanted to let your viewers and your listeners know that this is on TV, isn't it?
No, this is not on TV.
Oh, I thought you went out on TV also.
No, this program's not on television.
Like Howard Stern.
No, it's not.
Well, anyway, things are going great for POUT. I wanted to let your listeners know that we have a new record deal.
Okay, because your last record, I guess, never came out, actually.
No, it did come out. It came out in southern Switzerland and also East Belgium.
But that was not the, I guess if it came out, that was not the scope of the release you would have hoped for.
Oh, no, of course not, but now things are on track. We have just signed to a label called Ace Recordings.
Ace Recordings.
ACE, and it is the first attempt by the Ace Bandage Company to branch out into the entertainment world.
So you're on a record label started by like a medical supply company.
That is true, yes. But we're very excited about the record, and our album will be produced by Del Hasselbrink III, who I'm sure you know of.
No, I don't know who that is.
Well, Del is a record producer based out of Western Maine, and he's responsible for the production of 2 songs on the most recent California Raisins album.
The most recent California Raisins album?
Yes.
When was their last album?
The last one, I believe, came out in 1987.
So he's responsible for something from 14 years ago.
Yes, but he's very much in touch with the hard rock world that we inhabit.
Uh-huh. And what would be like a hard rock production we would know Del Hasselbrink for?
That he's done?
Yeah.
He's done a band called Cyclops, who are probably, without question, New Hampshire's heaviest band.
Cyclops?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
listen, I also want to
I'll
tell
have to take your word for that.
Well, I also want to tell your listeners about something else that's very exciting in the POUT world.
Okay, what is that?
You can all look forward to seeing POUT on television very soon.
Okay. Well,
Well,
in what forum, I guess?
We just filmed 5 episodes of a new exciting series, Jerry Van Dyke's Crime Crunchers.
What is that? Is that like a new fall program?
It's actually a late spring replacement.
So next late spring we can look for that?
No, it's actually going to be on. It debuts next week on the Shout network.
Okay, what is that?
You don't have Shout there?
I don't think so. I mean, I've got cable. I don't.
Well, you should demand that you have Shout from your cable operator provider.
What is the Shout network?
Well, it's a very exciting network based out of Western Maine once again, and very exciting programming. Right now in prime time, they've got baseball's greatest bloopers.
Okay, that's again.
So, well, anyway, getting back to the Crime Crunchers.
Uh-huh.
Hello?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Are you still there?
I'm still here.
Well, listen.
What are the Crime Crunchers?
Well, the Crime Crunchers is a band of people based in the Western Maine area who essentially fight crime, and I play Jerry Van Dyke's evil brother, Clorf.
Clorf?
Clorf.
Well, that's so you now you do acting on the program, or you just play music?
Oh no, I act. I actually just filmed a love scene, a very sensual love scene with Sally Field's niece, Heather.
So you and the rest of the guys just act on this show?
Well, I'm actually the lead actor in terms of POUT. The others get token lines here and there, but it's essentially my ball game.
Now, why were you cast on a program? All 4 of you cast on the program, which I guess the members of POUT, if I remember correctly, were you are the creature.
That's right.
There's the cougar, who's your drummer.
He's the drummer.
There's the wizard, who's your other guitarist, right?
Well, that's another announcement. The wizard is no longer with us.
Okay. But the Casanova is the other guy.
Yes, but the wizard has since been replaced by the warlock.
Okay,
I know that's very jarring news to many of your listeners, but truth be told, the wizard was stealing food from the band.
Okay.
So he...
In what way? Like, what do you mean stealing food?
Well, while the band is on tour at the beginning of the day, we go out and we buy our $10 allotment of groceries that we allow ourselves.
Uh-huh.
And the wizard was caught diving into my bag.
Okay, so he was fired.
He was let go, and I hear that he's about to release a solo record and also a tell-all book, and I advise all of your listeners to steer clear of that because...
Now, if you don't mind me asking, I should say, first of all, to anybody listening, I have on the bassist vocalist for the group POUT, the hard rock band POUT, who we will be hearing something from in a minute. We have the Creature on the phone, and you guys are very inspired by Kiss or influenced by Kiss, I guess.
No. We are influenced by hard rock.
Uh-huh.
Kiss happens to play hard rock. There are many other bands that play hard rock also.
Now, one of the features about you guys that was kind of unique, I guess, which does separate you from Kiss, is the makeup is, it's kind of like Kiss are white-faced with, I guess, black and silver, and you guys were kind of black.
Something like that.
You guys were kind of black and silver with white highlights, which
exactly. Yes.
You know, a lot of people, I think that might, that's the one difference, right?
Well, that's one difference. But another difference is that our music is head and shoulders above theirs.
Okay, but that's a matter of personal taste. It also
it's a matter of public record.
I don't think you can make public record about which type of music is more enjoyable to somebody.
Well, listen, wait till you hear the Warlock. He is a stupendous talent.
Now, you say that this is no offense on this, is that you say that the Wizard is writing a tell-all book.
Yes.
How? And don't take this the wrong way. How can something like that sell or be published when you guys don't have a record out in America, and you are not particularly popular?
You've got to be kidding me. We're probably the biggest band in the world.
Well, how can you be? But you don't have a record out in. Do you have a record out in America?
That's coming, like I told you.
But I don't. But then that would preclude you from being the biggest band in the world. I guess you could hand that title to somebody like NSYNC or.
Oh no, those guys don't even play their own instruments.
But they're still a big band. They sell out stadiums. Like are you doing a U.S. Tour?
We certainly are, and I want to inform your listeners about a very special event that's coming up in their area.
Okay, what is that?
Okay, well, I would like to announce a very special show. The band will be playing in New Jersey. We shall be headlining the Alltel Communications Tender Victuals Amphitheater in Newbridge, New Jersey, on June 16th.
What's the name of the arena?
The Alltel Communications Tender Victuals Amphitheater.
Okay, and that's where, Newbridge?
That's in Newbridge, and I also want to tell you that the opening act will be the Colin Hay Explosion.
Oh, the guy from Men at Work.
Exactly, yes. And
so he's opening for you guys now.
He is. You don't think that we would open for him, surely?
Well, he's had records out in America, and I guess that's one. Hey, what size place is that?
Oh, I believe it's probably 18,000 people.
So you can fill an 18,000-seater?
Oh, of course we can. No problem. And
okay.
I think the plan is to just release the tickets that day.
For an 18,000-seater, they're just going to put the tickets on sale the day of the show?
Yes, and I believe how they're going to do it is they will just there's a marquee, a kind of a scoreboard sort of thing out in front of the amphitheater, and just I believe at 10 o'clock a.m. that day on the 16th.
The 16th of what?
Of June.
Okay.
They will just flash on the screen the individual characters. No names, nothing. And it'll have the Creature's face, it'll have the Casanova's face, the Warlock's face, and the Creature's face. And then it will just say on sale now.
So this is at a... So there will be no advance publicity for this?
Just this right here. We don't want to cause pandemonium, and I think we spoke last time about the epidemic of females pawing themselves when POUT comes to town.
Yeah, which seems to be I guess you wouldn't want that happening.
Well, I also want to tell you this in advance, your female listeners out there, I want to prepare you for what you will see when you come to see POUT.
Okay.
Well, we have a new song called Pop My Top.
What is it called?
Pop My Top.
Okay.
And during this song, the song is essentially a showcase for our new guitar shredder, the Warlock. He dons a flesh-colored guitar, and he shoots 50 quarts of rice pudding at the audience from the guitar.
So it's not it's not subtle.
Oh, no,
in terms of what it's.
Well, it's erotic, is what it is.
You mean getting hit in the face with rice pudding that's squirting from somebody's flesh-colored guitar?
Yes, I'm aroused just thinking about it. Just telling you.
That's really
I'm pawing
a real.
myself.
Okay,
I'm pawing myself.
That's a real. They call it an overshare when you cross a line and start telling people things they don't want to hear.
You can't tell me that you're not a little tight in the trousers right now.
Oh, I can tell you that. I can guarantee.
I can hear it in your voice.
I can guarantee my trousers are getting looser with every word that you say.
Tom the Creature would love to talk to a female member of your audience right now.
Well, if anybody wants to call in,
on.
201-200-9368. Do you want to... Nobody's calling in, though.
Well, they probably can't believe that it's actually the Creature.
Well, it actually is the Creature. Let's see. Let me get the phone here.
I knew it.
WFMU, you're on the air.
Hi there. Who are these guys?
Can you hear this guy?
Never heard of them before in my life. And they're bigger than Kiss.
Then you are not a fan of rock
I've
and
been
roll.
in the dark.
You're not a fan of rock and roll, then?
Well, I'll be playing something by them. I mean, they don't have a record out in the U.S. I guess, what was that? Southern Switzerland, you said?
Yes, in East Belgium.
Switzerland's actually pretty cool. I've been over there.
Oh, it is. I've gotten it on with many.
They're from Switzerland?
No, that's where that's where our record came out, and we actually are the reigning gods of rock over there, and can pretty much get it on with anybody.
Now, where are you guys from again?
Zermanus.
What is that?
It's actually a distant galaxy.
Well, what was it? What's it called?
Zermanus.
Okay, you're from another... See, this is another sticking point that when I talked to you last time...
Yes, I believe you were a little bit reluctant to believe that we are actually from another reality.
Yeah, I find that a little bit hard to believe that you guys are from another planet.
Now, why is that?
Because it's just... Because you came all the way from your distant galaxy to come here and entertain and join the lowest ranks of the music industry.
Well, by joining the ranks of the rock and roll world, we are now able to spread our message.
Okay, from the planet Zermanus?
Yes.
Wow, that's 201-200-9368 if you want to talk to the Creature, the bass player from the group POUT. This is your opportunity. Or you can email in a question at toms@wfmu.org. Well, the phones are silent.
Well, aren't you going to ask me about the message?
The what?
The message that we have come forth to bring mankind.
Okay, what is your message?
Non-stop sex.
Non-stop? Oh, well, that's...
Sex with everybody.
That's what you were put on, that's why you have come forth.
That's why our group was conjured.
Okay.
Yes.
WFMU, you're on the air.
This is really bad radio.
I agree. See?
I beg to differ.
You're going 0 for 2, Creature.
Play a song. Play a song, and I bet I can win everybody back.
What, a POUT song?
Yes.
Okay, what song should I play from the record?
Play my song, Secret Dancer.
Okay, here's something from POUT. It is Secret Dancer on WFMU.
Keep partying, everybody.
Okay, that was POUT with Secret Dancer which is a record that we were sent. FMU, you're on the air.
Hello, Tom.
Yes.
It's the Creature again.
Okay, thank you, Creature. We just played Secret Dancer from the record that you sent me. Now, this is kind of like an unmarked CD. What's the...
Oh, it shouldn't be. It should have the full cover.
It's it says Memorex on it.
Oh, that shouldn't be. It should be the painting of the four of us kind of floating over a sea of women who are pawing themselves.
No, this must have been like an advance or something. Now, 201-200-9368 is the number if anybody...
It might be a bootleg.
No, actually, I think you guys sent this to us.
Well, our band is heavily bootlegged.
The POUT is heavily bootlegged.
Oh my God, yes! I think I read somewhere that we're the most bootlegged band in history right now.
Well, I would really find that hard to believe.
Oh well, I think there's a lot you would find hard to believe about POUT.
Well, that's one of them then. WFMU, you're on the air.
Hang up on this guy.
Did you like that song?
No.
It was bad. I thought it sounded... That's another thing I wanted to ask you. The quality level of that song, which is supposed to be like a top-notch recording, apparently, is not... It seems to leave something to be desired.
That's 68 tracks.
The thing I just played was 68 tracks.
Yes.
Now that is that I cannot believe.
You don't have the kind of ears who could pick up on something like that. See, your ears are fried from playing the garbage you play every night.
From playing the garbage that I play.
Yes. Tell me who you played tonight.
The Seeds.
The Seeds.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I don't know them.
Okay, well, they're a band from the 60s. They, let's see if
See, why would you want to play old music?
Well, because there's some good old music.
Oh, I beg to differ. I have never heard anything old that I liked ever.
Well, 201-200-9368 is the number. WFMU, you're on the air.
You know, the only thing sadder than you not hanging up on him is that I have not switched the channel yet.
Did you hear that record?
It sucked royally.
Now, how do you respond to that, creature?
I say that here's a person who has no idea what he's talking about, who's probably never heard rock and roll, and just knows that...
You just got hung up on.
Oh, that's so sad. Well, that just leaves room for a woman to call and paw herself while I talk to her.
WFMU, you're on the air. WFMU, you are on the air.
I think people are just stunned by the song.
FMU, you're on the air. WFMU, you are on the air. Ah.
See, Tom, I think what the problem is, you'll notice that all the calls so far have been males.
Uh-huh.
Jealousy is a big factor.
With you guys.
Oh, yes. The fact that I can walk down any street in America, point to a woman, and have her drop to her knees is enough to drive any man crazy.
WFMU, you're on the air.
Oh, yeah, I kind of liked it. But it was a little rough. Who were the background singers?
Oh, that was POUT.
They sounded like women.
Oh, no, that was myself, the creature, and also on background vocals we have the Casanova, and also the Wizard.
Actually, I can't hear you. I'm going to ask my next question and then hang up and then turn up the radio. But do you guys have a ballad like, Kiss had that song Bathroom?
Yeah, well, yes, we do. Pardon me, I think the jet is on fire. Hang on. Yes, we do have a ballad like that. The song is called Life Goes On for some of us.
Okay, which I see is actually on this.
Play it.
Well, let's give the number at 201-200-9368. I've got the creature, who's the bassist for the band POUT.
And co-lead vocalist.
And co-lead vocalist of the band POUT. WFMU, you're on the air.
Guy's a tool. Get rid of him. Play some music.
I think he's about to play some music. He will play Life Goes On for some of us, probably the greatest song you will hear this year.
You have to admit that you are not going over with the people.
Well, like I said, men do not like POUT because POUT are a threat to them.
WFMU, you're on the air. Hello?
Tom, it's funny. I think last time I called, I think I spoke to several women.
I'm not sure if you spoke to women last time.
Oh, I think I did. I do remember pawing myself at one point.
WFMU, you're on the air.
Hey, Tom.
Hey.
How you doing? Hey, I thought Secret Dancer rocked.
Well, thank you very much.
I don't know what the deal is with these other people, Ben. It sounds like Witchfinder General with more of a groove.
Now, I do not know of that band, but, sir, I would like to invite you to come and join our fan club, the POUT Marines.
Wow, well, I'll be honored, and I'm going to hang up and listen to more of this awesome interview. Tom, this is great radio. You have a great band on there, and I hope that their plane doesn't blow up in the sky.
I hope so, too. Thanks for calling.
I will see you at the Tender Victuals Amphitheater.
Well, it's been a mixed response to you guys. Some people like you. Some people don't seem to be as into it.
Well, I think the same could have been said for Elvis and the Beatles. And their records sounded much worse than ours.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure it could have been said. Hey, one thing I need to say, though, is that you're listening to WFMU East Orange, WXHD Mount Hope, worldwide on the World Wide Web at WFMU.org. I am joined by the creature, who is the bassist slash vocalist for the band POUT.
Hey,
WFMU, you're on the air.
that band was so bad, and that was almost good, you know?
Wait, do you mean bad?
I was
like,
kind of rocking to it.
bad like good, like how James Brown would
Lucy
say,
guy?
I'm super bad?
Well,
Something like
maybe
that?
you can't hear me. Anyway, I cranked it up in my car, and it was all right. So
Okay, well,
I mean, it was lousy, you know, but it was getting to the point where it was so lousy, it's kind of good.
Did
I
he
was
say
kind
it
of
was?
surprised.
Did he say it was
It's kind of
bald?
like trash glitter 70s, you know, nonsense.
well, I guess you like it for whatever reason, but you end up liking it.
Yeah, it you know, I started driving faster, so I didn't have an accident. But
Well, that's good. All right,
Yeah,
thanks
that's-
for calling.
okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye. See, the tide is turning, and I also would like to reiterate what he said. It made his pulse beat faster, and I think that's what all good rock and roll does.
Mm-hmm. We got somebody emailing in here. POUT played at my high school some years ago in Hurricane, West Virginia, and I wonder if the creature remembers drinking wine coolers with me and my girlfriend in the dugout.
I actually do remember that, but I would also like to inform this young man that I hate to be the one to break the news. After he left the dugout, I began pawing his girlfriend.
Okay, so
She,
that
and she pawed me also.
so that should be a shock to you. His name was Mort, emailing in.
Mort, I do remember Mort.
Hello.
WFMU, you're on the air.
Hi, I'm a female listener.
Oh, hello.
And I'd really just like to say that, personally, I'm turned off by that whole guitar masturbation scene.
You're turned on by it? Is that what you said?
Hello?
Can you can you hear him?
I can hear you.
Uh-huh.
Did you say that you were turned on by it? Is that what I heard?
Saying?
Did you hear what he said?
No, I can't hear the creature. I can only hear you.
How about now?
Hello, can you hear me now? Young lady, can you hear
no
me?
creature.
Okay, let's keep.
Young lady,
Okay.
I can feel you through the phone.
Well, I'm going to have to relay what he's saying back to you. He said, "Are you turned?" I think you said you were turned off to it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm actually a musician myself, which is probably why. I mean, not that I don't like metal or anything, but that whole, you know, guys getting vain with their veins, that whole, you know, showing off on guitar thing, I think that's a big turn off.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you're lying to yourself. I think you find it very erotic, and I think you need more of it.
Okay. I think you just got hung up on. So, well, there was your big female caller.
Tom, let me just say that I think it's fairly obvious that at this moment that young lady is pawing herself.
You think so?
I know so.
Okay. One final call for the creature, and then I've got to
very good,
move
because
on.
I've got to fly off.
WFMU, you're on the air.
Yeah, hey, I really like that. I like this thing a lot. I think it's perfect time for POUT.
Okay. Well,
I agree. I thank you very much, sir.
Oh, wait.
Okay. Can you hear him?
Are these guys interested in a producer?
Hello.
Are you interested in a producer?
Well, as I said before, we have procured the talents of Dale Hasselbrink III, but we're always looking for fresh new talent. Does this person produce?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I think I get these guys sound a little more hot, but really bring out that sound that you have.
Uh-huh. Well, you guys, you can contact them. How can somebody get in touch with you?
They could email us through the Ace Bandage Company.
Okay.
Ace Bandage Company.
Yes, so I try the creature at acebandagecorp.com.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll give it a shot.
I look forward to hearing from you.
Well, thanks for calling.
Thanks a lot.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you calling in, creature.
Oh, it is my pleasure.
Now, you want me to play something from? I guess we can go out on something from
Well,
your.
why don't you play Life Goes On, and I should set this song up if I may.
Okay.
The song is about a young lady that I met on the road, and she, of course, fell for me hook, line, and sinker. She began to follow me, and I, of course, being the creature, had no time to give the woman what she craved from me, so I had to let her fall aside.
Okay, that sounds like a good enough setup. But thanks for checking in. And, you know, the door is always open for you or anyone else in POUT to call in.
Thank you very much, Tom.
So why don't you introduce this record and we will play it.
Okay. Hello, everybody out there. This is The Creature. As you know, I want to introduce the song that you're about to hear. It will surely blow your minds. The song is called Life Goes On for some of us, and it is by POUT. I bid you good night.
I'm never in the alley.
right, hey, that was POUT with the song Life Goes On for Some of Us. I guess they have a new record coming out soon. I want to thank The Creature for checking in and giving us an update. So I guess we can look for the, they have I guess he said a television show coming out on the Shout network, which I have no idea what that is. I guess it's a cable channel. Not one that I get. You know what today is? Since it's Tuesday, that means it's 2 for Tuesday. Something which I came up with. Where you play 2 songs by the same artist. I'm going to do that in just a moment, but I want to say that this is the best show on WFMU here each and every Tuesday night. We used to be on from 9 to 11. Now it's from 8 until 11. A 3-hour block of misery each and every Tuesday night. Who is in the 2 for Tuesday? What should it be? A 2 for Tuesday? The 2 for Tuesday, would it be a chair? A 2 for Tuesday chair? A 2 for Tuesday? Oh, okay, here it is. Who's going to be our 2 for Tuesday featured artist of the night? You know who it is? It's the White Stripes. We're going to hear something from their new album, White Blood Cells, and then something from their first album on the fantastic 2 for Tuesday feature. The phone number, 201-200-9368, 200-WFMU. The email address, toms@wfmu.org. The computer is right in front of me, so your emails will be read. The second you hit enter, I will see it. But as promised, here are the White Stripes on WFMU.
are swollen. Everything involved is shady. The big three killed my baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The big three killed my baby. No money in my hand again. The big three killed my baby. Nobody's coming home again. Why don't you take a day off and try to repair? A billion others don't seem to care. Better ideas are stuck in the mud. The motor's running on truckers' blood. Don't let them tell you the future's electric. Cause gasoline's not measured in metric. 30,000 wheels are spinning. And oil company faces are grinning. And now my hands are turning red. And I found out my baby is dead. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The big three killed my baby. No money in my hand again. The big three killed my baby. Nobody's coming home again. Well, I've said it now, nothing's changed. People are burning for pocket change. And creative minds are lazy. And the big three killed my baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And my baby's my common sense. So don't think of grand obsolescence. Yeah, my baby's my common sense. So don't think of grand obsolescence. I'm about to have another blow up. Yeah. I'm about to have another blow up. the only ones that ever had a chance. I don't know what I wanna do. 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 No one can save me now. Don't matter anyhow. I don't know what's on my mind, and I really haven't done that long. No one can help me now. Don't matter anyhow. I don't know what's on my mind, and I really haven't done that long. My life with you is tough, but I just couldn't get enough. Made like everything's fun. You're the one, you're the one. I don't know what I wanna do. 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 No one can save me now. Don't matter anyhow. I don't know what's on my mind, and I really haven't done the song. No one can help me now. Don't matter anyhow. I don't know what's on my mind, and I really haven't done that song. No one can help me now. Don't matter anyhow. I don't know what's on my mind, and I really haven't done that song. No one can save me now. Don't matter anyhow. I don't know what's on my mind, and I really haven't done that song. I haven't done that song. I haven't done that song. I haven't done that song.
are listening to the best show on WFMU. Now, extended. We have moved on from our normal 9 to 11 time slot, expanding to a numbing 180 minutes, 3 hours of the best show on WFMU. From 8 until 11 on Tuesday nights. This is the first night. The schedule has expanded for the people who used to listen to Bronwyn and the Thunk Tank in the 8 to 9 p.m. time slot. She has now moved to Sundays. So you can look for her program in that time slot. And to find out the changes and where your other favorite WFMU shows have ended up, check our website at WFMU.org. You'll find both a table form of the schedule and a list, complete with show descriptions and other information. The new summer schedule is in effect as of yesterday, June 4th. Oh, what music did we hear? Oh, we just heard something from the Richmond Sluts, from their self-titled record on the Disaster record label out of Burbank. We heard Take You Home. And these guys, there's something about these guys that they could really not be good if they got just a little bit of success. Just a teeny tiny bit. And they'd be really bad. But right now, there's a couple good songs on their album, self-titled. So, keep that in mind. Before that, The Hives. There's an EP out called Hate to Say I Told You So, on the Gearhead label. And we heard the song called Hate to Say I Told You So, the title track from that EP by The Hives. Now, The Hives, they seem like they don't have the propensity. I could picture the Richmond Sluts. It just seems like they could end up as Buck Cherry real fast. Whereas the Hives don't seem like they would fall prey to such idiocy. A band that never fell prey to such idiocy, the Pagans. Their new collection, S.H. blank blank Street. On the Crypt label, it's about the, I don't know, is this like the 4th or 5th collection of the Pagan stuff? I don't know how many collections have been out. Haven't Got the Time. Good stuff from them. And this collection is worthwhile. It's pretty comprehensive. Who's calling me? Oh, the X Models before that. From their album Other Mathematics, we heard The Birth of Disneyland. Some exciting news with the X Models. If you like what you heard, then by all means, tune in this Friday. That's right, Friday, June 8th, from 3 to 6 p.m., to hear the X Models on the Cherry Blossom Clinic with Terry T. Newly relocated to Friday afternoons, vacating the Thursday afternoon time slot. Fridays from 3 to 6. The X Models will be live in the studio with Terry T. rocking out, doing the best of their super rockin' hits. Boy, this music Boy, this wore out its welcome real fast. Don't count on this coming back next week. Before the X Models, we heard the White Stripes from their self-titled album on Sympathy for the Record Industry, which came out in '99. The Big Three, Killed My Baby. Great stuff from the White Stripes and their first record. And we started off the set with something brand new from the White Stripes. The album's called White Blood Cells. I don't think it's out yet. I think it comes out in a week or so. A couple weeks. June 25th. Dead Leaves and the Dirty Ground, something new from the White Stripes, as part of our 2 for Tuesday madness that we celebrate here on the best show on WFMU, because it's Tuesday, and we play 2 songs by a particular artist. The emails have been coming in fast and furious. China. Somebody named China emailing me saying 100 here with an equation. She says 100 hours of Jones equals 3 hours of Tom. Now, is that a compliment or is that a have I been insulted? I'm not sure. She claims that it's not an insult, but I'm not sure. Does that mean that I give in 3 small hours what Glenn Jones gave through those 4 days of horror? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 5 days of horror. The phone number, 201-200-9368. And the email address, toms@wfmu.org. This is the best show on WFMU. Newly reconstituted with 1 additional hour. I was starting to say earlier that one of the exciting things is you can feel it in the air. The summer is coming. Summer is all but here. Is summer officially here? I never know when it starts. But one of the exciting things about the summer is the summer concerts that roll around. And Rolling Stone, which is a fantastically horrible magazine, it's almost admirable in its offensively. It's just I can't even sum it up. It's almost. They have their special summer concert guide, where they tell you the concerts. They tell you all about the concerts that are out. You can look forward to spending your summer, your lawn money, your babysitting income. And they listed one concert. So a lot of these concerts are just terrible, like the Dave Matthews Band and Blink 182 and Bon Jovi and the Ozfest, Stevie Nicks, Everclear. The Bare Naked Ladies. Let's take this phone call first. We will get back to this discussion shortly. WFMU, you're on the air.
Hey, what's up, Tom? How you doing?
All right, how are you?
Good. John Spencer's playing Maxwell's, I think, in coming weeks. There's a good show coming up.
John Spencer's going to be back in. Is going to be back in stride
Back in stride, hopefully. And Plug Spark Sanjay, Cherry Valance, and Pro Solar Mechanics rocked off Maxwell's last Saturday.
I was at that show.
That was a good show, right? What do you think of Sanjay?
I didn't like them.
You didn't like Sanjay?
No.
Why?
I thought they sounded like they just sounded not like something I like.
Oof.
I just didn't like them. It didn't do it for me.
They were awesome. They just recorded an album with Bob Weston. How could you not like them?
Look, nobody loves Bob Weston more than I do. Volcano Suns, I was there, paying my dues.
Back in the Boston days, huh?
Yeah, they were the best band ever. The Volcano Suns are still one of the 3 greatest bands ever in the history of music. But I just didn't. The Spark Plug Sanjay did not do it for me. Hey, what do you like about them? Tell me what. Sell me on them.
Sell you on Plug Spark Sanjay. Great songwriting, good melodies, awesome guitar players, both of them. Bombastic bass and a great drum. I mean, what could be wrong? You got the total brownstone militia right there. It's awesome. Amazing, amazing, amazing sound. It's the rebirth of the Archers of Loaf.
Yeah, see, I don't know if that's a good thing, though. I didn't like Archers of Loaf.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I really wasn't a big fan of them.
So there's the difference right there.
Yeah, I guess maybe that is it. They seem like Archers of Loaf with a Slint fixation.
Really? No, I think totally different. I mean, they both came up around the same time.
Who?
Archers and Slint.
No, I'm saying that's who that band the other night reminded me of.
No, I don't know.
It sounded
about
like
that.
the Archers of Loaf if they bought a copy of Spiderland.
You got to check them out. One show won't do
I
it.
was
You gotta
there.
take 2.
I checked it out.
You need to take
Tommy
2.
put his money on the table. I got to go a second time.
Go a second time. It'll be much better the second time. Remember, the first time of everything is a little bit rough.
How many more spoonfuls of rancid soup must I eat before I realize the pot is bad?
Wow, I don't know about that. You better go back to playing Journey and Foreigner then.
You go back to it? I never played that stuff.
That's your stuff. That's what it sounds like your speed is.
Yeah, that White Stripes record, the 2 White Stripes things I've played, yeah, they sounded just like Dirty White Boy.
Speaking of, I think Skid Row's back on tour. That's calling for you. That's got to be your show.
Sounds like you've got all these tours down, my friend. I didn't know Skid Row was going to be on tour.
Here they come.
Is the tour bus driving by? Is that the tour bus?
2 or 3.
Here, stop the tour bus. Get in front of it and stop it. There you go. Don't get run over there. Don't get run over. But hey, how dare you hang up on me? Lousy spark plug Sanjay. Holy moly, were they bad. I was trying to go easy on the guy when he was on the phone. I'm saying it's not my cup of tea. But, whew. What a POS band. But anyway, these summer tours are coming up. Let's see, who else? The Bare Naked Ladies are playing. I saw this one thing in Rolling Stone. This lineup is just fantastic. This is, Ringo Starr has his all-star band, which his all-star band is going to be taking the road again. And the way Ringo works it is it's him, and then he loads his band with like, it's ideally supposed to be a who's who of great rock, like great rockers putting together a super group. Like the first time the all-star band went around, his lineup was him and Joe Walsh on guitar, and Dr. John on piano, and Mark Farner on guitar, and somebody else was in the band that I'm not remembering. Hold on. Somebody wants me. FMU, you're on the air.
Hold for Brian McDermott.
Okay. Why am I holding for somebody?
Hey, Tom.
Hey.
Brian McDermott, UTA.
What's UTA?
United Talent Agency.
Okay.
Mountain Hollywood.
Fantastic.
Listen,
what can I
Tom,
do for you, Brian?
Listen, here's what I'm calling. My main client is Cameron Diaz.
Okay.
Cameron's a big fan of yours.
Of me?
She hears your stuff on the internet or something. I don't know. I think someone sends her tapes or something.
Wait, Cameron Diaz likes this radio show?
She loves your radio show. She's totally into you.
Nice.
Big fan of yours.
Nice.
Listen.
Well, how did this come about? Do you know anything about this?
I just make the calls. I really don't know.
Okay.
Listen, Miss Diaz is finally getting ready to write that autobiography.
Okay.
Okay?
And how do I factor
Here's where you
into
come in.
Oh.
She wants you to help her write it.
She wants me to help her put together her autobiography.
Yep.
Why would she pick me? I'm sure she could get someone who's done that before.
Well, you write, don't you?
I do some writing, yes.
That's what I thought. See, she's looked into your background a little bit. She knows you write a little bit. She's a huge fan of the radio show.
Okay.
So she loves it, okay? Now, here's the particulars of the job, okay?
All right.
It's going to take like 4 months, all right?
Okay.
And you'll have full access to Miss Diaz.
What do you mean full access?
Full access. And she actually mentioned, she just went Splitsville with her guy, okay?
Uh-huh.
So she sees this as a time to really heal, okay? So the two of you are essentially going to be holed up in her beach house in Jamaica for about 4 months, okay?
I don't believe this. This has got to be some kind of plan.
Hey, it's true. All right, you're also going to have full access to her parents and friends.
Okay. Okay.
I also want to let you know that I told Jim Carrey about you, and don't be surprised if he gives you a little wrinkle, too.
Okay.
Okay?
This is awesome.
Now, here's the bad part, okay?
Okay.
I'll tell you right up front.
All right, okay.
The money is not great.
Oh, okay. I knew there had to be some kind of...
I know.
Like, what kind of money are we talking about?
Tom, I'm sorry. The best we can do is $250,000.
For what?
For the 4 months of work.
That's not bad money. That's great.
Oh, you like that?
Yes.
Well, good. Okay, great.
I'd love to do it.
Well, good. Okay, now, are you a fan of hers?
Uh-huh.
Well, great. Okay. Now, look, all I need from you
Okay.
is for you to send me a statement saying that you understand the details.
Uh-huh.
And I need you to just sign that and send that off to me tomorrow.
That would be no problem. What, do you want me to fax it to you? Or
yeah,
what,
sure.
overnight it? Or how do you want me to do it?
Overnighting it is fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
What's an address I can get for you?
Well, you know who this is, right?
You said what, Brian McDermott at UTA?
Well, you know who it is, don't you?
Brian McDermott.
It's Hot Rockin' Ronnie Fuqua getting Hot Rockin' Dream Shattering Revenge on your ass.
Oh.
You stupid tool.
Oh, God. Oh,
oh my God. I just hope more people were listening to this than usual for you, which I guess is like a handful.
let me just...
Oh, my God.
This is...
Just the salivating
Oh,
is like...
shut up.
Oh.
This is for everybody who doesn't know. This is this guy Hot Rockin' Ronnie, who used to have this time slot back before the best show on WFMU took over, and
you stole it from me.
I had definitely did not steal your time slot.
Yes, you did.
I was just moved here, and I just took the time slot, but
that's not what I heard.
So now you, Hot Rockin' Ronnie, have declared revenge on me, like I'm some kind of.
And executed.
You've executed revenge. You've done... Hey, wait a minute. You're not even supposed to be calling up here. I vanquished you during our fundraiser.
Oh, no, I think I won.
I'm positive I crushed you.
Well, look, listen to this. I've heard from very reliable sources that you fudged those results.
Not true.
Yes.
I definitely did not fudge anything.
Well, I want you to announce right now that you did not fudge it to your audience. No fingers crossed.
Okay.
None of that.
Hands are up, no fingers crossed. I did not fudge any results that had to do with the competition between me and Hot Rock and Ronnie during the marathon.
You're full of it. Hey, hang on, okay?
Okay. But why am I
Hello,
doing
Omaha. This is Kid Midnight on KMMD FM 106.9, bringing you the best classics from the 40s, 50s, and the Guess Who. As you all know, I'm in the process of breaking the record for continuous radio DJing, a record that is currently held by a small college radio station in New Jersey. This is the start of hour 89. That's right, 89, and I do feel fine. Let's hear a classic from the great Johnny Ray. It's been 50 years, but he's still crying. So anyway, look.
No, wait a minute. Well, did I just hear what I thought I heard?
You heard me announce a record the way it's supposed to be done.
No, you said you're in the middle of what? You're trying to break the record for being on the air the longest?
Not trying, doing.
Well, you know that the record was just shattered here at WFMU by
What did
Glenn
he do,
Jones.
like 100 hours?
Yeah.
That's child's play. I'm into hour 89 already, and I'm working out right now. I'm lifting
No.
weights while I'm talking to you.
There's no way you're into hour 89.
I certainly am.
So you've been on the air for the last 4 days?
You got it. Hey, listen. You tell your boy Jonesy his 15 minutes are up.
Why? When are you? So if it's hour 89 now, then what's that mean? You shatter the record tomorrow morning?
Yeah, I'm shooting for 200 hours.
200
Yep.
hours?
Yep. You know why?
Why?
Because I'm the greatest.
Because you're the greatest. You are not the greatest. So wait a minute, you are doing this like the Guinness Book by the rules and everything?
Oh, yes, and I'm taking it a step further, my man. I'm not even allowing myself to get up and go to the bathroom.
So you're not taking those 15-minute breaks every 8 hours?
I do it right here at the console.
Oh, God.
The beauty of the whole thing is that I had these pants special made for me.
Uh-huh.
And I'm thinking that when I'm done with this thing, I might market them.
But pants that you don't...
They're called Absorbo Trow.
And what are these? They're pants that you just leave on?
You just do it in half rubber, half steel.
Oh, God. That is disgusting.
You love it.
I definitely don't love
I think you do. I feel bad for Jonesy because I heard that he really lost it at the end of that.
At the end of what?
At the end of his feeble attempt.
Feeble attempt when he shattered the record.
He didn't shatter it. Well, if he shattered the record, I'm just going to obliterate it.
You're going to obliterate... Okay, yeah.
Hey, hang on. Okay, Omaha, here's a number for everyone out there who's smuggling with that special somebody. It's Miss Patty Page, the lovely Tennessee Waltz.
Now, what is your...
That is an intro, not like that stuttering and stammering you guys do at that Jerkwater College station.
Oh, you're such a douche. You know, you are so Bush League.
Savor the flavor, my boy.
On what?
Savor the flavor.
Savor the flavor of what? Yep. The flavor of what?
The flavor of...
Your failure?
Of your defeat.
It's defeat. Let's talk about defeat. You are on what station now?
KMMD.
KMMD in... Where is this?
Omaha, Nebraska, God's country.
I thought you were in Iowa the last time I spoke to you.
Yeah, I got out of that.
And why did you get out of that?
That place was going down the tubes.
What, you got fired?
No, I did not. You know, I mean, that format was just too constricting.
Of what? Of playing marching band
Marches
music?
and patriotic music. I mean, it did get me lots of tail, I give it that.
I mean, you are fully aware that you are sliding down further and further down the radio ladder of shame.
Have you ever been here?
To where? Omaha?
Oh my God, it's like paradise.
God, no.
Oh, the ladies here. Wow. I'm like a god to them.
You're a god out in Omaha.
And the great thing about MMD is just, you know, the format here just really allows me to just be creative and express myself.
And what is the format again? I heard you say it's the 30s or something like that?
Well, the best of the 40s, 50s, and the Guess Who.
The band from the 70s?
Yeah.
So you play hits, just general hits from the 40s?
Basically, like sentimental favorites, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like What a Difference a Day Makes, Night and Day by Sinatra, that kind of stuff. And then we offset that with the legendary band from Canada.
The Guess Who. Now, who came up with this format? And when did he suffer head trauma?
You gotta be kidding me. This is a proven format. I know of at least 8 other stations in the country that have the exact same format that pull in monster numbers.
You mean playing hits from the 40s, hits from the 50s, and hits from one band from the 70s?
Yeah, there's also a station that differs a bit, 40s, 50s, and the best of Dr. Hook.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
you are just an embarrassment.
You're just jealous because you're stuck on doing that dirt radio that you guys do there.
So dirt radio.
You know, the Gorge and I were talking about you the other day.
The Gorge.
Yep.
Oh, there's another great role model.
He's my man.
Yeah.
You know, he lives with me.
In Omaha?
Yep.
Oh, well, you two deserve each other.
Well, he's out here trying to get a new band together. I guess his band in York flaked.
His band in York.
Yeah.
York, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Hey, jerk. Sit back and listen to how it's really done, okay?
Oh, impress me.
You're listening to WFMU East Orange, WXHD Mount Hope, worldwide on the World Wide Web at WFMU.org.
Passable. Now, are you ready to go to school?
From who? You?
From me. Here you go. Oh, yeah. Wasn't that a nice number? Well, let's continue on in this beautiful Omaha night, okay? Here's one for all those lovely ladies who came to see me last week when I was making an appearance at the Corn Museum in East Omaha. American Woman.
Nice mix, jerk.
Fuck that.
What?
Nothing.
Nice mix. So you're really just bombing outright, trying to set this record.
I'm doing it.
You're doing it, and it is what?
Shattering the record.
You're into hour 89 now?
Yep. I'm jogging right now.
You're
yeah.
There's no way humanly you're doing it.
Oh, I certainly am. And you know what else I've been doing?
What?
You don't want to know.
I really don't want to know. What
yeah.
else? What else?
I'm zapping girls.
Ugh. Oh, that's so nauseating.
Yep.
You are so, I guess vomitous is the word?
You don't know.
Oh, so you are planning on what? Shattering the record you're going to do 200 hours?
200, you count them.
And you're into 89 now?
Yes.
Oh, you are just such a loser.
You know, I heard your guy at hour 89 was practically just comatose.
Not true.
I heard he was taking cat naps, you know.
Uh-huh.
I don't do that.
You haven't done that?
No, and if I start to take a cat nap,
yeah,
the Gorge just clobbers me.
Okay,
he does.
That's sweet.
He starts whipping out that chain, letting it fly.
Yeah, that's oh, you are such a loser, and thank God you're off WFMU's airwaves.
You know you want me back.
No, and you stand no chance of breaking the record.
I've been inundated with email from your turkey listeners begging me to come back.
Now, is there a way that people can see are you like live on the web like Glenn Jones was?
Hey, Tom.
Yeah?
Live on the web is for children. I'm live on cable.
On what? Cable?
Yes.
What, doing what? Your radio show is on cable?
Have you seen the Howard Stern show, you know, on E?
Yeah.
It's like that, but I'm on live 4 or 5 days straight.
And what channel's that on?
The Shout Network.
The Shout. What is it with this Shout Network?
What do you mean?
Why am I hearing so much about the Shout Network all of a sudden?
You haven't heard about Crime Crunchers, have you?
Yeah, I heard about that. That was some show.
Oh my God! They sent me some advanced tapes of that stuff.
Uh-huh.
Jerry Van Dyke. Oh my God, that guy's got it. He can't give it away.
Jerry Van Dyke.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's everybody wants what Jerry Van Dyke is selling. No one wants what Jerry Van Dyke
You're
is
full
selling.
of it. You're just jealous.
Oh, you idiot. Hey, 201-200-9368 is the number. Hot Rockin' Ronnie, who is, what's your air name now?
Hey, hang on.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Kid Midnight definitely loves you out there. Okay, here's another one from Burton, okay? These eyes. Kid Midnight.
Kid Midnight.
Kid Midnight.
Wow, that's really, that sounds horrific. They call you Kid
It
Midnight.
does sound terrific.
You know what? No, horrific.
You don't know.
You know
Hey,
what
look,
what?
Hey, guy.
Yeah?
Dig this also.
Uh-huh.
Not only am I on cable TV,
Yeah?
I'm on the stage here, too.
What, in Omaha?
Yep.
Doing what?
The Omaha Players.
Oh.
I'm in a production. I've actually got a co-lead
Uh-huh.
in a production of The Exorcist 2.
As what, a stage show?
Yeah.
And what is that, in a theater out there?
The theater.
Yeah, I'm sure it is the theater in
The
Omaha.
Omaha Players Playhouse.
Wow, so who do you play in Exorcist 2?
Bobby.
Who was Bobby?
Bobby's the troubled teen.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, you were just so sad.
Well,
Well,
you know,
I know everyone out here is rooting for you not to break the record.
You're full of it. They want me. They love me.
Yeah, they want you to fail, and you definitely will fail, and Glenn Jones's record will live on.
There's only one Glenn Jones.
Uh-huh, yeah. Yeah, there is only one.
You know who it is?
Who?
The former mayor of Omaha.
There's a mayor of Omaha named Glenn Jones?
1978.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Well, that's something to really... you are just so sad. I'm going to just hang up on you now. I hope you don't break the...
Wait. Besides, just the glory of the honor, of shattering the record, I also get...
What's
I get
that?
a lot of prizes.
Yeah?
Lifetime passes. Are you ready for this?
I'm sure. I'm
Lifetime
ready.
passes to see the Omaha Iron Eagles.
And what is that?
You're kidding.
What? I'm not kidding.
They're only the state's premier indoor softball team.
Indoor softball?
Yeah.
Is that popular out there?
Well, that's like asking, is Major League Baseball popular where you live?
Yeah, well, it is. And I guess out there where they might not have any actual teams in real sports, Nebraska, I guess you have to, everybody can get out and drive their tractors to the indoor softball
Hey,
tournament.
buddy.
Yeah.
Quit being such a butt plug.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
You know what else I get?
What?
A 30-second shopping spree at Devlin's Hardware.
What? Why are you telling us this?
I guess I'm just rubbing your face in it.
Oh, you're such a you're so lonely. I can just hear like the sadness in your voice.
I guess you didn't get free passes to see Moulin Rouge.
No, I didn't.
I did.
How was it?
Let me just say that I had to wear sweatpants.
Let's see that's where you just that is the straw that has broken my back.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, everyone out here is rooting for you to fail horribly, so keep it up.
Well, I certainly will, and while I'm at it, I think I might take a sentimental journey. Okay. Up yours.
Yeah, goodbye, you jerk. Oh, Hot Rockin' Ronnie. Who's not rooting for him to fail? That's a foregone conclusion. You know what else is a foregone conclusion? That the band Cherry Valance will rock. I saw them on the bill the other night with that band Sparkplug, Sanjay, and someone else that I can't remember. So why don't we hear something from them right now?
1959, started school in 1965. I just fell out of my tree. But everybody's picking on me. I'm not trying to pretend. There's nothing going on in my mind. I'm really cool, all I say. Deconstruct this anomaly. I'm an archive from 1959, started school in 1965. My stupid tricks, left school in 1976.
You got me
born and still so fast. Some America was still I pray, but now she's gone so far away. I never take it this way. Never here. Starting to fade. How come that it would be someone like you? You are so mean. Find a place just to unwind. Take out your heart, it's so unkind.
All right, hey, this is the best show on WFMU here each and every Tuesday night. Now from 8 until 11, we are on the air 3 hours of programming. Oh, and we just heard from the McTells, something from a 7-inch, a one-sided 7-inch on the Four-Letter Words record label out of San Jose. The McTells out of the UK. Before that, the Loners with a song called I Can't. Great stuff from them. Taken from a compilation called Raleigh Rocks. A collection of bands out of the Raleigh, North Carolina hard rock scene. The Headcoats before that, checking in from the Earls of Suavedom collection. Which came out in the early 90s, I believe. And the song's called The Killing Hold. And before that, something new from Mr. Billy Childish. His new group, Wild Billy Childish and the Friends of the Buff Medway. A song called Archive from 1959. Kind of a yesterday and today set, which is something we also do on Tuesdays here on the show. We do 2 for Tuesday sets and yesterday and today sets, and that was a yesterday and today set for Billy Childish. Starting us off, the Cherry Valance from their self-titled record on the Estrus label. We heard The Clap, sounding very much like the MC5. When they played that bill the other night with Sparkplug Sanjay and that other band, they were just head and shoulders above everyone else. The Cherry Valance were totally awesome. The night just went downhill from that point on, although that caller earlier might disagree with me. The phone number, by the way, 201-200-9368. Something you should keep in mind after we just heard from Hot Rockin' Ronnie, who is setting out to break Glenn Jones's record. I'm sure he will not do it. The Glenn Jones radio program, the original, featuring X-Ray Burns, will be appearing live this Sunday, June 10th, from 12 noon to 3 p.m. when the Fat Pack 2001 tour continues at the Loop Lounge, which is 373 Broadway in Passaic Park. So join Jonesy and X-Ray for a special live remote broadcast to celebrate Glenn's triumphant Guinness record-breaking broadcast on what will be his 15th anniversary at WFMU. And be there also for special live performances by the Flesh Tones and the Swinging Neckbreakers. And if that isn't good enough, admission is free. If you need more information, call 973-365-0807. And the phone number, 201-200-9368. The email address, toms@wfmu.org. Let's see. Doot. I got some, I got an email from the person who sent me that equation before, saying that 100 hours of Glenn Jones is equal to 3 hours of my show. Let's see. I can't read this email. This is it's hard to understand. I'm sorry. And this is not translating to you listening at home. So I'm just gonna pick up where I left off back at the discussion I was having at 8:25, I believe, talking about Ringo Starr, and he's touring with this all-star band now. Who it's been a thing he's done over the last few summers. where he hits the road with a group of superstars. Like the first tour, he was out with Joe Walsh and Dr. John and Mark Farner, people like that. So it still is not exactly an all-star lineup, even though it's called Ringo Starr and his all-star band. But that first lineup now that Ringo toured with, however many years ago that was, now they look like people would beg to have Joe Walsh back. When you look at who comprises the lineup for the all-star band this year, touring with Ringo Starr, Sheila E., Ian Hunter, Greg Lake from Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Roger Hodgson from Supertramp, and Howard Jones. Holy moly. Who on earth is going to this show, this Ringo Starr thing, and is going to be happy hearing maybe the worst band on earth play some of the worst songs on earth? I mean, Howard Jones? Oh, I just have had it. 201-200-9368 is the number. And the other shocking thing about these summer tours, Madonna is hitting the road. And her ticket prices start at $45. So if you're at Madison Square Garden and you're seeing Madonna, you literally, in the last row of the garden, are paying $45 to sit down and watch her perform from 2 miles away. And the tickets go up to $250. The other thing about the summer is summer movies. Now, a lot of people are excited about like Planet of the Apes, or what else is coming out that's exciting? AI, I guess, Jurassic Park 3. These are all movies coming out throughout the summer, and one of the summer movies which has already hit theaters while it is, I have not seen the actual movie. The soundtrack for this movie is quite possibly the worst soundtrack ever released, and maybe one of the worst collection of records ever put together in the history of entertainment. I am talking about, of course, the Moulin Rouge soundtrack. How bad is the Moulin Rouge soundtrack, you ask? Well, let's listen to Nicole Kidman, Jim Broadbent, and others sing from the record.
The French are glad to die for love.
A kiss on the hand may be quite continental, but diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Oh.
A kiss may be grand, but it's not pay the rental on your humble.
Shoot me if this is the best of this. I didn't see the movie yet, but if this, there's no way on earth. People say, oh, the music, when it's with the visuals of the movie, it's fantastic. There's no way, I don't care what visual is linked to this. It has to be. I will already say Moulin Rouge is the worst movie of the year. And I'm going to go see Animal tomorrow, The Animal. And I already know I like The Animal more than Moulin Rouge. Come on. This is as bad as it gets. The worst album ever. This has to be the worst soundtrack ever.
There may come a time when a lass needs a lawyer.
There's no way. There's no way that the visuals can bail out this soundtrack. Oh, who's seen the movie? If somebody's seen Moulin Rouge, tell me I'm wrong. 201-200-9368. And I was reading this review of the movie on online at Ain't It Cool News, ain'titcoolnews.com, which is run by this guy Harry Knowles, who's this 1,100-pound guy in Texas who has somehow worked himself into controlling the movie industry by leaking test screening results and advanced hype on movies. He now has become a player. Okay, that's bad enough. Let me catch my breath listening to Ewan McGregor sing your song.
And this one's for you. And you can tell everybody.
Oh, come on. Who's seen Moulin Rouge? Tell me I'm wrong. So anyway, this 201-200-9368. So anyway, this guy, Harry Knowles, who runs this website, Ain't It Cool News, he writes this review of the movie that is just horrifying, talking about this movie is about love, and it's in every fiber of the film, and you feel the love coming from the movie, and it's just, it's a movie for lovers, and just going on and on about love. You know what? You know, the only thing it leads me to believe is that this guy, now that he's powerful and successful because of this website, I have to see this tomorrow. So anyway, this guy, the reason he likes this movie is because this guy, after probably never dating anyone ever, because he literally, and I'm not somebody who puts down people for looks, because God knows I'm very unattractive, and I'm fully aware of that. But this guy Harry Knowles makes me look like Steve Reeves. He's like 1,100 pounds. He's got long red hair and a red beard, like a bushy red beard, and he wears these glasses, like these, I guess they're like John Lennon glasses, kind of. So now this guy, who's probably never dated anyone ever, because he's popular through this website where he bullies the movie industry into entertaining his whims, like flying him to the premiere of Armageddon. They flew him to the premiere of Armageddon down at Cape Kennedy a couple years ago, and hey, guess what? He loved the movie, isn't that? That's a shocker. He actually goes to see Armageddon, which was an absolute POS. Armageddon. I think you know what that is. And he loves it because they flew him to the premiere. I wonder if it's good to know he's objective, though. But anyway, this guy now has a girlfriend and sees love in everything now. He sees this movie Moulin Rouge, and it's all about love. Oh, no one. The phones have died with the Moulin Rouge discussion. I thought Hot Rockin' Ronnie was bad enough, but Moulin Rouge has proved to be the final nail in this evening's coffin Who's seen it? 201-200-9368. WFMU, you're on the air.
Hi, is this Tom Scharpling?
Yes, it is.
Hi there, this is Nikki.
Hi, Nikki.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine. Now, what time do you get off your show now?
What time do I get off my show?
Mm-hmm.
About the time you stop doing that bad impression. I know who you are.
Well, you know, Patrick told me to call you when I was in town.
Yeah, Patrick.
Patrick.
That's not his name.
His name is Patrick.
You are unmasked! I unmask you. That's somebody trying to do a bad Southern accent. Because you hear all those Southerners listening to this show. That's how you know that was authentic. You know who you are. I know who you are. You should be ashamed of yourself for trying to call this program and pull one over on me. I have to hear the Elephant Love medley now.
Splendid thing, love. Lift us up where we belong. All you need is love.
Please don't start that again.
All you need is love.
A girl has got to eat.
All you need is love.
There's no visual that can salvage this.
I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me.
The only way of loving me, baby, is to pay a lovely fee.
Can we start screening Moulin Rouge where people heckle it yet? Is it too early? Maybe we can actually start now. Like next week, we can send people to the theater and they can make fun of the movie like Rocky Horror or some phenomenon like that. But there's no way anybody can watch this movie. If you've seen this movie, you've got to be high to enjoy it. WFMU, you're on the air.
Hey, Tom.
Hey.
Am I to believe my ears? Did I just hear someone singing Kisses, I Was Made for Loving You?
Yes.
Is that in this movie?
This is the real soundtrack. Listen. Silly love songs now.
Turn that crap off, man. The guys who put this film together should be shot. They should be rounded up. Their families ought to be killed. This is terrible. How can anyone allow this to exist? These people are on, serious hard drugs when they even thought up the idea of doing this movie. Anyone who likes these bands, whether or not how good they were at the time, the originals, are infinitely better than this garbage that Hollywood's spewing out on us.
There's no way. Someone wanted to get fired by making this movie. I haven't even seen it yet. My ears tell me. I've got golden ears. They're the ears that let me know when someone's calling doing a fake Southern accent. Someone who's on staff here at the station. FMU, you're on the air.
Hi, am I on the air?
Yes, you are.
I think the only visual that would get me to go is maybe Nicole Kidman.
I don't even think that can do it, though.
Because she's a pretty girl.
Well, she's very attractive.
But I tell you, the worst movie, I have to disagree with you, is Pearl Harbor.
I didn't see that yet.
Oh, it's terrible. It started off good. It was like a romance, and then it ended up being like a really crummy war movie.
So you were into the romance aspect of it.
Yes. What's the point? I mean, we all know it happened and stuff, and it was predictable. Like, you knew the kamikazes were coming, and it had a nice love story, though, and it ruined it.
So you like that? You literally are the only man on earth who liked the love story part and didn't like the action.
That's right. I thought I liked the mushy love stuff.
So you're one of a kind, and that's there are a few people like you right now, and you should be proud of it.
Thank you. By the way, one thing about that hot rockin', whatever his name is,
yeah.
Roger.
Uh-huh.
I'm a little skeptical. I don't think he's actually breaking any records. How come we didn't hear anything on the news about it? Like Jones, it was everywhere, even in Japan.
I know. You're absolutely right.
He's a jerk. He's always trying to put one over on you. And Tom, you got a great show.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Well, you have a good night.
You too.
All right.
Bye.
Oh. I want someone to call me up and somebody from Fox, from 20th Century Fox, should call me up right now and explain why this is just not the worst car crash of a movie ever made. And I will see it. I will put my money where my mouth is. I will see Moulin Rouge. Who out there has seen it? 201-200-9368. The music is driving people away. The phones were going nuts before. That guy from POUT called. 6 lines lit up at once. The Moulin Rouge soundtrack comes on. People run. People have shut their radios off. I'm going to shut it off too. I'm shutting my own radio off on me. That's how bad this is. Here's something that's good, though. It's a band called Ladybug Transistor on WFMU.
Looking out through wooden bars, pockets, feathers, and dimes. Paint a question on the wall, hang on the letters of every word. Sentences dripping to the floor, words were streaming down the tile. Lock your door, sharpen your horns, counting the feathers of every bird.
I looked at you, baby, and what did I see? I saw love in your eyes, made me feel so warm inside. Now look at me, baby, and what do you see? You see love in bright, and we'll see tonight, and tomorrow we'll be glad we came. It's time to get along, away from the people, the city full of people. Come do a couple days just away from the people, the city full of people. It's so quiet we can hear for a country mile. Makes you wanna sit and kiss for a little while. I'm glad we finally got away. Glad we finally got away. Aren't you glad we finally got away? Now look at me, baby, and what do you see? You see love in my eyes, gleaming just for you. Once more, it's time to get along, away from the people, the city full of people. Come do a couple days, just away from the people, the city full of people. Time to get along, away from the people, the city full of people. Time to get along, away from the people, the city full of people.
All right, that was the Beach Boys from the compilation Hawthorne, California, 2 CD set of all kinds of great rarities. How deep do the vaults run, guys? Time to Get Alone. One of their great songs from '68, I believe. In an alternate mix. Before that, the Ladybug Transistor from their new record, Argyle Air. We heard Wooden Bars. And that is on the Merge record label. We are in the home stretch here on the program. 201-200-9368 is the number. People, the emails have exploded with Moulin Rouge talk. Everybody hates it. But if you saw it, I need to talk to one person who saw it. 201-200-9368. If you saw Moulin Rouge, give me a call. You'll be the... there's just 2 minutes left in the program. Then we got coming up, very exciting, filling in for Small Change tonight, Dan will be stepping into the DJ chair. So if you know what's good for you, you're going to leave your radio tuned right here to hear Dan take you from 11 p.m. till 2 a.m. That's WFMU, you're on the air.
Hello?
Hello?
Am I on the air?
Yes, you are.
I'm Edward Murphy. Edward X. Murphy.
Okay.
What do you want to know? I saw the monster from the Moulin Rouge.
You saw the what?
The monster from the Moulin Rouge.
What was that?
That was that horror film with about a crazy gorilla. And do you remember that movie with Vincent Price?
The Monster from the Moulin Rouge. No, I don't remember that one.
Well, there's a scene in the... Can I tell you one scene in the movie?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. There's a scene in the movie where the gorilla, you know, is in this apartment, and you hear all sorts of trashing and banging and all that kind of noise. And this guy goes, "Let me in, let me in, let me in," and he breaks the door down. And he breaks the door down, and the next second you see the guy flying out the window. The gorilla fell him out the window.
Wow. Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh, it was a funny, very funny scene,
I can't wait to see it.
It's the monster from the Moulin Rouge.
The Monster from the Moulin Rouge.
Yeah. A crazed gorilla, some guy was experimenting with, some kind of drugs and, with gorillas. He had this poor gorilla, all screwed up, and he broke loose. And
I think it's safe to say Vincent Price did his fair share of experimenting throughout his life.
Oh, he was a great bloke.
Great bloke.
Yeah, he was.
You like horror movies?
Well, I like horror movies that have a sense of humor, and I like vampire movies a lot, Frankenstein movies, werewolf movies, and I liked even Reanimator. I thought it was, it scared the hell out of me in a way, but I thought it was so funny, and the way
Edward?
it was done well.
Can you hold on just one second? Just 1 second. You're listening to WFMU East Orange, WXHD Mount Hope, worldwide on the World Wide Web at WFMU.org. This is the best show on WFMU.
The best show in the whole world.
That's right. Thank you. Hey, do you know what? If you like monster movies...
I like that guy you had on earlier tonight that was in favor of non-stop sex.
You like that, huh?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Well, let me ask you something. You like you like vampire movies? You like Dracula movies?
Sure.
You like Frankenstein movies?
I love that the new one that was out, the Shadow of the Vampire.
Do you like zombies?
Sure.
You like zombies?
Yeah.
Well, guess what?
What?
Here are the zombies.
Oh.
I knew her when summer was her crown, and autumn sighed how brown her eyes. Now see her walk by, peppermint coat, buttoned down clothes, buttoned up high, diamonds and stones hang from her hand. Isn't she smart? Isn't she grand? I knew her when summer was her crown, and autumn sighed how brown her eyes. I knew her when winter was her cloak, and spring her voice she spoke to me. Now silver and gold, strawberry clothes, money will buy something to hold. See in her eyes, nothing will last like emerald stones and platinum clothes. I knew her when summer was her crown, and autumn sighed how brown her eyes. I knew her when winter was her cloak, and spring her voice she spoke to me. Buy something to hold, see in her eyes, nothing will last like emerald stones and platinum. I knew her when summer was her crown, and autumn sighed how brown her eyes. I knew her when winter was her cloak, and spring her voice voice she spoke to me. I knew her when summer was her crown, and autumn said how brown her eyes.